1948 is when the Homeway opened its doors. I'm Jamie Harnish with Bosley Real Estate, and today I get a chance to chat with Jessica Burns. She's the great-granddaughter of the people who opened the restaurant way back then on today's episode of YYE, Your Yonge and Eglinton Origin Story. Hello again, Jessica.
Hello.
In the first episode that we got a chance to chat, you mentioned that this business, the Homeway, has been here in this location for 74 years?
74 years, yeah.
I wanted to talk more about that and hear more about how that started. So please, by all means, kind of give us a little bit of the history of it.
Yeah. So my great-grandparents started the Homeway as the Homeway Soda Bar when they moved here from Macedonia. And back then it was a genuine soda bar with a soda fountain and everything, and it was kind of a little bit of a store as well. They sold cigarettes and chocolate bars and candy and stuff like that. And I think my mom mentioned there might have been a shoe store part in the back. And then in 1960 or so, my grandparents took over and they turned it into a full diner. And they ran it for decades. And that was kind of when it became really well known as a breakfast spot. You know, it was cheap, food was good, milkshakes were good. It was, yeah.
Milkshakes are still very much a thing. I'm a huge milkshake fan. I can speak for myself. But
Yeah. I feel like they're not as popular as they used to be, but they're still just as good. So yeah.
Have there been any menu items that have persisted the entire time, as far as you know?
We've got the Nikki's Western Omelet, which is named after my grandmother. I mean, a lot of the dishes they did back then were just classic burgers and bacon and eggs, that kind of food. So we've kept those on. Certain ones we've got rid of just because they're not as popular, like liver and onions. Just not a big seller these days. But yeah, kept a lot of the same items.
In a city like Toronto, you have to be an excellent business. There's no way that you exist for that long unless you have returning business and all that kind of stuff, right? So kudos to you and kudos to your family. Now, it has stayed within your family the entire time, correct?
Yep. Great-grandparents, grandparents, and then me and my parents.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And maybe you at some point down the line?
Yeah, it's looking that way.
Okay, well, Jessica, thank you again for kind of the history of the place. I mean, maybe this is a bit of a challenge for people in the neighborhood who are watching this. Any businesses at Yonge and Eglinton that have been around for, more than 74 years?
Yeah, I don't believe so.
For now, we'll tab you as longest running business until somebody tells me otherwise, right?
We'll take it, yeah.
Congratulations. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you.